how's everybody doing? Good to see you. I'm having a lot of trouble with my cameras lately. Getting recordings, I've done a lot of recordings and I haven't been able to upload anything or download anything. And it's just been this big hassle. So anyways, I should get my laptop back any day now. Maybe things will smooth out then. But I want to say that, so just about myself, I'm 32, just turned 32 in December. I was raised in Alaska, in Southeast Alaska, on Prince of Wales Island, in a town called Hollis. It's a very small town. It's a lot different now than it was when I grew up there in the 90s. And, there's a lot of stuff about my life that I'm just not going to say out loud on YouTube. But give an idea what life was like up there. You know, we didn't have electricity until 1994. And my dad, he was part of the team that brought electricity to Hollis. And after they got it put in 94, he got the job managing the power plants or the power plant. It was 2 diesel engines that he just checked up on a couple times a day. So, but up there, things were different. Like, so my schooling was like this. Like, my Nana, my mom's mom, she taught me math and reading. I remember learning it before ever going to kindergarten. So I guess I would have been preschool, but it didn't seem like preschool level curriculum. Anyway, so she taught me that. Then I went to kindergarten. Kindergarten was an adventure, and because we got to do all sorts of fun stuff, but the kindergarten burned halfway down through the school year. So that's interesting. Because if later on in my testimony, you'll find out why. That's a little bit interesting. So we get on to first grade. And check it out. The thing about Hollis is this: 1st through 8th grade is in one classroom with one teacher for every grade. There was that few kids, all right, and all of the school in 1st through 12th grade was in one building. You had, in one classroom, you had 1st through 8th grade, and in the second classroom you had high school with one teacher for each room. Not even joking. So, 1st grade, that was a tremendous blessing, because all those years, like, I would get done with my curriculum, and I'd get to sit there and listen to my teacher teach the higher grades. So I got everything way ahead of time. It was a tremendous advantage. And then there's details, like ended up getting held back because of personal reasons. My teacher just had it out for me because of my advantages. I was ahead of his son, who was the same age. So I ended up skipping a grade. I skipped like 2nd grade or something, whoop-de-doo, because of these advantages, right? And instead of working to move us both along and move us both ahead, he just held me back. So I got to do that same class like 3 years in a row. Fuck. And that's kind of when everything started turning downhill for me. There was a lot of stuff going on at home too. There all along throughout life, there's a lot of stuff that our family wrestled with. And but that I had tremendous advantages in a lot of ways, and for all the difficulties at home, there were also some things about the environment. Like, so before we had electricity and TV and whatnot, my dad would tell stories after dinner. not every night, because he would spend a few nights working on the next couple chapters. And but we all look forward to that. We all look forward to sitting down, having a good meal by mom, cooked up by mom, and then after dinner, Dad would tell us another chapter in the story, which was always a fantasy story with us kids as the main characters. And it was just a lot of fun, you know. And there were other advantages where we really came together as a family, despite the tremendous dysfunction that we experienced, like so many families, like so many people. It's a broken world. It's a broken world, and we're broken people. We're just trying to piece it all together, right? So, with all that being said, when I was just a few days before my 12th birthday, I think, it was December 8th, 1998, and the power went out. My dad's job, check the power, keep track of all that. He had to go out and find out, you know, why the power was down. It was a massive windstorm, and a tree had come down in the line somewhere, and he had to go find out where. And my mom went with him to help out. And while they were gone, you know, so they lit candles, and we had kerosene lamps going and stuff. And while they were gone, and I grabbed a candle and I went upstairs to get some toys to play with downstairs at the dining room table while I waited for them to get home. And, you know, I don't remember struggling to see coming back down the stairs. I'm convinced in my memory I remembered to bring the candle back downstairs with me. Apparently I didn't. Anyways, after a few minutes I heard a crash. I'm just gonna get over here. So I heard this crash, and I held the candle out from the table where I was playing with my toys, and all the pets were on the floor in the dining room with me. And I went back to playing with my toys, and then I heard another crash upstairs. So I grabbed the candle and I went over to the stairs, and I looked up around the corner, and I see this orange glow coming out of my room. And I run up the stairs, and I turn into my room, and the entire half of my room was on fire. From the center of the floor all the way across one side of the room, and then halfway up the wall. Just big fire. And so I grabbed the comforter off of my bed, and I tried, you know, beating down the fire. I was whacking the fire with my comforter. It wasn't working. It was way too big. It was way too hot. I ran out of there, and I ran up the driveway, and the driveway is, I wasn't for a mile. The driveway was pretty short at that time from the big house. But anyways, I ran to my neighbor's half a mile down the road to the left, and it's dark out, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs, help, help, my house on fire, help, help, my house on fire. Just screaming as loud as I could. And so there was two houses down that direction. They were right across from one another, and I got there, and they both responded, and they were coming out to help. And so I ran past my house, ran the other direction, and ran down towards the church. I think my cousins, my aunt, my uncle, and my cousins were staying in the church that they built and stuff. So I went and I got them. They were half a mile the other direction. And then past them, another half a mile was the rest of the neighbors, or the next neighbor, and another half a mile past them was the next neighbor, and so on. And I went and I got everyone that I could, and I run back down to the house. By the time I got back, the whole house was up in flames. It was a huge event. Hundreds of people showed up. It was visible for dozens of miles in all directions. And I mean several dozens of miles. Oh, and it was a real like life lesson, like everything. We lost everything. Tremendous lesson because, well, you can't hold on to any of it. You can't take any of it with you. You can spend a lifetime building it up. Many people can spend many lifetimes building it up, and then it's gone in a night. It's gone in a night. And that's that, so it's just crazy. Anyways, the outpouring and the support that we received from that was beyond incredible. And the value of stuff versus the value of people was made clear in that experience. We got so much stuff. We had, there were some things that were difficult, and there were some aspects about recovering from that loss that were a little messed up. Getting housing was very expensive. The only available housing in that tiny ass town was, well, it was very nearby, but it was across the street. But they wanted an insane amount for it, and regardless of our situation. So, anyways, so things happen in life, and there's great lessons, and and for all our hardships in life, we gotta try and just make stuff of it, and that sounds like a cliche, but it's very real, and as you get older, I guess you kind of realize, like, the importance of that and whatnot. So, that's just a little bit of something that happened, a little bit of what it was like for me growing up, and I gotta go. Hey, God bless you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and I really appreciate you listening, and I love talking to you, and it's awesome. God bless. Let's enjoy the ride. Amen.